Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to be talking about a very small issue for the heavy and the barricade. So I'm going to pop a barricade down, and you'll see that my RPG here is over the barricade. The reticle for the RPG, the entire reticle, is over the barricade. The RPG should go over there by that medium somewhere, but I'm going to shoot, and it's going to blow me up. And that just doesn't really feel very right. It doesn't really feel right where the weapon goes where it's not supposed to go. It's not supposed to go there because that's not where the reticle is. And if you think it's because of dispersion, you are wrong. So I'm going to ADS. That should get rid of most of the dispersion with the RPG because that's how the RPG works. And I'm going to shoot at it, and it's going to blow me up again. So I'm very clearly aiming above the barricade with the RPG, and it's very clearly not going above the barricade. Like, that's... The reticle is above the barricade. That's where the bullet should go. That time it did because I was aiming up too high, but there's a certain level where it doesn't go in front. So let's try it again. This is still above the barricade, right? And that time it blew me up. So there's a certain range where the barricade just blows you up if you're not aiming up high enough, even though that is not what the reticle is telling you. So I think that should be fixed. But if I go with a flamethrower here, and I aim even further down, so I was aiming the RPG like here, so the flamethrower goes through the barricade there. It even goes through the barricade until this point, and now I'm hitting the barricade, right? So here, going through the barricade here, I'm hitting the barricade. Wait, I gotta reload the flamethrower. So here it's going through the barricade, and here I'm hitting the barricade. So that's the point with the flamethrower where you have to start. Well, maybe I'll just... Actually, you know what? Maybe that's not true. I think it is, though. There's a chance that I'm pointing the gun through the barricade, but I don't think I am. No, I don't think it's going through the barricade, right? I think it's... Yeah, I don't think so. Anyway, that's a different topic. I think certain guns go through certain things sometimes. But regardless of whether or not the flamethrower works there, it's apparent that the RPG doesn't work. So if someone's like quite a close distance, if someone's over there and I want to RPG them, it just doesn't work, and now I'm on 98 HP. So and also sometimes you get this bug as well. And I just don't really like that. I think it's because all of the bullets go towards the center of the screen, and apparently the reticle for the RPG isn't like properly aligned or something. I don't really know. Like, you can visually see while you're aiming that the RPG is going to like maybe touch the top of the barricade, like, because if I shoot this now, it looks like the bottom of the RPG is going to hit the barricade. I don't mean the reticle, I mean like the actual physical rocket coming out of the gun looks like it's going to hit the barricade. If I ADS, it still looks like it might hit the barricade. So if I aim up this high, where it looks like it's probably not going to hit the barricade, it doesn't. So you kind of have to do it off of like where the rocket is actually coming out of. Which kind of makes sense, but I think it's still a little bit poor that the RPG doesn't actually go where the reticle is. So that it's just like another one of those, hey, all the bullets go towards the center of the screen thing that you've got to kind of overlook. So I think this would hit the barricade. Yeah. So you have to do it from where the rocket actually is, like on the right-hand side of the screen. But I don't think that's really right. I think if the reticle says it's over the barricade, it should be over the barricade. And I can try it with like the Lewis gun as well. Let's whip out the Lewis gun for a second, and let's pop another barricade down. So if I shoot here, like the bullets go over. The bullets go over that, and then it's here when I start hitting the barricade. So where the reticle is where the bullets go over. And I understand it's a gun, and it has maybe less dispersion and stuff, but like I shoot the barricade, it hits the barricade, shoot over the barricade, goes over the barricade. So I don't know what the dealio is with the RPG, but right now it doesn't feel fantastic. You either have to like jump if you want to hit those shots, or like back away a bit from the barricade. But sometimes backing away from the barricade isn't going to be good, because maybe you've got like 2 bits of cover here. Maybe there's like a doorway here or something, and you don't want to be standing in front of the doorway. But even if you back away, that actually doesn't work at all, because like the closer you are, the lower you can go and still not blow yourself up. If I stand here, this is obviously a lot higher up than like this. I think this wouldn't hit the barricade. But if I'm over here, like I can't hit any of these dummies in front of me. Like maybe that one. Yeah, okay, but I couldn't hit any of the other ones. But I just wanted to talk about this a little bit because I think maybe if you're running heavy and barricade and RPG, maybe you've blown yourself up a couple of times, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit to like say that it's kind of like a little bit of an issue. It kind of it makes sense in one way because it does show that the RPG is going to hit the barricade. Like here, you can see the RPG is touching the barricade. When the RPG isn't touching the barricade is probably when it's not going to hit. I understand that, but if you've been blowing yourself up in games, that's probably why. You're probably like paying too much attention to the crosshair instead of actually looking at the RPG itself, which apparently is what you need to be doing. So I just kind of wanted to talk about this a little bit because I've blown myself up a bunch of times in ranked now, because I was just relying on the crosshair, because it's a crosshair. It's like something people tend to rely on, and it doesn't work. I think maybe it's because the RPG is so big as well, but the problem is, like, if you back away to try and make it smaller or further away from the barricade, then obviously it's not going to be... It's going to be, like, harder to hit those shots. You have to jump or something. I don't think there's anything we can compare it to, really, because there's nothing else that's that large of a thing. Like, I could try it with, like, Oh, no, I can't. No. You know what? That's going to be... I've talked enough about it now. But really, it's just... Like, I don't know if it's an issue or not. It definitely could be an issue. Like, maybe the RPG should go where the crosshair is, even at the closer ranges. I understand if I'm, like, here... that's gonna hit that person. I get that, but I think it's a little bit inconsistent with stuff that's up close. And that obviously wouldn't just be barricades either. That would be like if they're like this thing. If I'm aiming this there, this is gonna blow me up. It's not though because I aimed too high. So if I do that again, this is going to blow... Well, that's... Yeah, like this shouldn't blow me up because like 90% of the crosshair isn't on it, but it blows me up. So it's an issue with things other than the barricade as well. And I just wanted to address it because if you've probably been blowing yourself up in ranked a little bit as well, maybe just in quick play. And this is why. I don't know if this is something that needs to be fixed or if it's something that we just need to get used to, but I just wanted to talk about it anyway. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.